Hi everybody, it's Rachel from Scrappy Happy here on YouTube. I also go by the same name over at Instagram. I'm a paper crafter and I enjoy sharing process and finished projects with my fellow crafty friends. This is a project that kind of evolved from this pattern paper that I had here. So in the summer, Christian from Christian's Crafty Adventure did a YouTube tutorial all how to make these paper bag totes that you can use for a whole bunch of different purposes. So I began making a whole bunch of these for gifts for my kids' teachers for the end of the year. And then my mom saw them and had a whole bunch of paper that she started to give to me. And then I just started making purses because I thought I was making them for her. It turns out she was just sharing her paper with me. And I have enough of my own paper. I don't need my mom's paper. But what I did like about her paper is that this particular pattern paper is quite thick and durable. So I made this purse along with some other ones in purple, and I've been having them kick around in my stash, and I didn't know what to do with them. And then all of a sudden fall came and I looked at this color really differently and thought, hey, this purse I could totally turn into a fall themed bag. And so that is just what I did. So I finished it off by using craft cardstock for the border and for the handles. And then I really do love gnomes right now. So I decided to turn this little gnome, which is an SVG cut from the Silhouette Design Store that I purchased and then uploaded to Cricut Design Space and cut it out there. And so I took all of these different leaves from Cricut Design Space and the pumpkin and then the little cornstalk at the back, layered it all up on the purse, and then just added this little wood veneer and other leaf on the side and cut the fall with a letter die that I have in my stash that I just purchased recently. I did make a mistake when I was putting on the handles to the bag, and usually I like to glue them to the inside so you don't see them looking at the outside, but I made a mistake and glued them to the outside. So then I had to quickly come up with a way to cover that, and so I decided to use these bows that are made from paper using the Stampin' Up! Bow punch die. And then this bag tote, believe it or not, holds 12 different cards and the coordinating envelopes. The cards are all A2 size, and I sort of set this odd challenge for myself. I had this fall paper in my collection, and as you can see, the paper goes perfectly perfectly with this paper bag purse. So you would think these collections go together. And so I had this odd goal before I started using my new pumpkin spice collection from Doodlebug that I would begin making cards and projects finishing off the paper from that stash. So that's just what I did. I took the paper and made it stretch. That I still can't believe how many things I made from it. This is 12 cards. I made that paper bag tote. I did 2 gratitude folios and journals to go inside the folios. Plus I had used the paper to make a large photo folio from Kathy King's tutorials from like ages ago. So I've made this paper really stretch. So I'm quite pleased of how much you can really, when you coordinate and think about things and work within a collection, how well you could use that paper. So these cards were all cut with leftover with scraps, and I cut the sizes down so that they would fit on an A2 size card. And these card bases that I have were in my stash, and I like them because they're colored on the outside, but then they're white on the inside to write, so that made the card making process really quick and easy. So these stamps are from my stash. They are bluebird stamps, or sorry, hello bluebird stamps that I colored and fussy cut. And then I just love making my own handmade embellishments. And so sometimes I just color, and then another night I just take my things and start assembling, and before you know it, I have all these amazing ephemera to work with to quickly put these cards together when I am ready. I really like this little fox. I think he's my favorite. So some of them go landscape style, some of them go portrait. Here's another one. I cut this fence in the wrong size accidentally, so I just thought it went cute on the back of that card. This bear stamp is actually meant to be a winter themed stamp, but I just changed up the colors and I think he works great as a little fall autumn bear. And there's another fox card. So all these embellishments are layered, and then I use the wood veneers to decorate. So my goal was to not have a lot of fall stuff left that I had in my stash, so the next year when I'm excited to craft, I can maybe find some new things to work with. So then there's another one. These I actually have pre-cut and made, and then I can just pull out a box with them in and start stamping stamps that fit my project. So I decided to keep these stamps. I didn't make them a themed birthday card or a thinking new card. They can be used for anything, and then just customized to the person that you're giving them to. So it's amazing when you use your scraps and cut things down, how far you can stretch those special paper collections, especially if there's something that you really like and enjoy. I like that little hedgehog too. So this, as I said, holds 12 cards, and these 12 cards fit perfectly in this tote. And we make a really nice gift. So that's what I made. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Let's Get Crafty for the fall themed tote. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Happy crafting and happy autumn. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.